Hi there. Today's video is all about your multiplying decimals pixel art assignment. So behind me, you see some freebies that are coming up in a second. But first, I'm going to share my screen just to show you what your assignment looks like and how you will complete it. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what your pixel art assignment looks like. So it's called Multiplying Decimal with Whole Numbers Pixel Art. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to type in your final answers, and it's going to create a picture using these pixels on the side. So all you need to do is copy down each problem on a piece of paper or a whiteboard. You're going to solve it. I do need to see photos of your work today. And then when you type your answers in the box, if it's correct, it's going to light up some of the pixels on the side a certain color and create a mystery picture. So we're gonna show what that looks like in a little bit, but first we need to do our 4 freebies. So I'm gonna stop sharing so you can see the board behind me. So I'm gonna give you 4 freebies today. I'm gonna do 10, 12, 13, and over off to the side, which we'll get to in a second, is number 14. So all I've done so far is I've just copied down the exact problem the way that it was in your pixel art slideshow. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy it onto your piece of paper or your whiteboard, and then you're going to solve it. So the first decision you always have to make is which number you want on top. Now, my suggestion or my tip is to always put the longer number on top, even if it's a small decimal number, whatever has the longer amount of digits, I like to put that on top. It just makes my life a little easier later. So because this has 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, it's longer, I'm gonna put this 0.04 on top. So I'm gonna do 0.04 on top. I'm gonna multiply by 19 down below. Now, you can just slide them over so that they're lined up on the right side. You do not have to line up by decimals. You don't have to add invisible decimal points back in because we move the decimals later anyways when we're multiplying. Just line them up, slide everything over, and get to multiplying. So I'm going to do 9 times each digit. So 9 times 4 is 36. My 6 goes down here. Regroup my 3. 9 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. And 9 times 0 is 0. Some people choose to put that, others don't. Now, I'm going to swap colors here, so we're on to step 2. I am done with my 9. I'm also done with any numbers up top like this 3. Now, I need to remember a placeholder 0. Since I'm done with this column, I do not have a number under this 6. Now, I'm ready to do the ones. So 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 0 is 0, and 1 times the other 0 is also 0. Now, I'm finished with both rows of my multiplication because there were 2 digits, 2 rows of multiplying. So I need to add these 2 pieces together for my final answer. So 6 plus 0 is 6, 3 plus 4 is 7. We have nothing here and nothing here. The last step is to make sure that I slide my decimal in the correct place. So I'm going to start up here and count my decimal places. I see 1, 2 places. I don't see any decimal places here. So my final answer also has 2 decimal places. Now, I also recommend if you have any extra zeros hanging out at the beginning, you can get rid of them. Totally up to you. So our answer is 0.76 or 0.76. So I'm going to circle this. I'm going to do this for our other freebies. Hopefully that was a really good reminder of how we multiply decimals. Feel free to pause this and catch up if you need to. Okay, for number 12, which is our next one, the longer number is this 3.08. I'm going to copy it down, times 17. Remember, I slide them over just so that I can multiply. I'm going to be moving my decimal at the end anyways. Okay, 7 times 8 is 56. Regroup the 5. 7 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. And 7 times 3 is 21. I'm going to swap colors for row 2. So I'm done with my 7. I'm also done with this 5 up here. Next, I have my placeholder 0. Don't forget it. Okay, 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 3 is 3. Let's add up both pieces of my answer. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 and 5 makes 13. I'm going to regroup. 1 and 1 and 0 is 2. And 3 plus 2 is 5. Now I need to count out my decimal places. So I'm going to count 1, 2 places. There's none here, so my answer needs 2. So I got 52 and 36 hundredths. Let's go on to some more freebies. Feel free to pause if you need to catch up. Okay, next we're going to do 13. Once again, longer number on top, 2.45 times 8. I'm going to slide that 8 all the way over to the right because I'm going to just move my decimal anyways. I should only have one row of multiplying here. 8 times 5 is 40. Regroup the 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Plus 4 is 36. Regroup the 3. And 8 times 2 is 16. 17, 18, 19. Okay, I'm going to count up my decimal places. I see 2 in this number, none here, so my answer has 2. Some people also choose to chop off their 0 at the end because it doesn't serve a purpose. So some people have 19.60, other people are just going to write 19.6. Okay, this is my preference. I always like to chop off those dangling zeros at the end. Okay, our final freebie will be number 14. And then we're going to show you how this pixel art works. It's kind of fun. Okay, longer number on top. So I'm going to put this 0.214 on top times 15 below. Okay, I'm going to do my 5s. 5 times 4 is 20. Regroup the 2. 5 times 1 plus 2 is 7. 5 times 2 is 10. I didn't really have to regroup here because 5 times 0 and 1. I could have just written down the 10. Okay, I'm going to cross off what I'm done with. So done with the 5, done with the 2 and the 1 up top. Placeholder 0, don't forget it. 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times nothing is nothing. So I'm just not going to put that 0. Let's add these up. We get 0 and 7 and 4 makes 11, and that's 2, and this is 3. And last but not least, I'm going to count out my decimal places, 1, 2, 3. So my answer 1, 2, 3. I am going to take off that dangling 0 at the end, so I'm going to be typing in a 3.21. So that's my final answer. So once again, these were your freebies. Now what I'm going to do, pause this if you need to, but I'm going to move on to sharing my screen again and show you how to put these answers into your pixel art, and you'll start to see your mystery picture take shape. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Here is my pixel art. There we go. So the first freebie we did together was number 10. So I'm going to scroll down to number 10, and I'm going to type in our answer. We got 0.76. And then when I click outside the box, I should see, ooh, I see some purple added to our pixel art. Now, if you don't see any colors show up, that's a good sign that your final answer is incorrect. Okay. Let's try our next freebie, which was 12, and we got 52.36. So I'm going to go down here to 12 and type in 52.36. I'm going to click somewhere else, and I see some more taking place. So I have this black outline now. Okay, 13, we got 19.6 or 19.60. So I'm going to put my 19.6. I've got these little stars, and 0.60 would have also given you the same thing. And then 14, we got 3.21 or 3.210. They're equivalent. And so, ooh, we've got this little blue background going on. So that is what your assignment is. I'm going to stop sharing, okay, and just give you a couple of reminders today before you get rolling. Okay, so we did 4 freebies together. They're behind me. You can rewind this video if you need to. You're going to also input them into your pixel art, so you should have a final colored picture by the end if all your math is correct. And you also need to send me photos of your work for today. Okay, so I do need to see photos of your work. So if you do them on your whiteboard, snap a photo and upload it on Google Classroom before you submit. Or if you scan in your work page, you can email it to me. Any way that you can get me those 14 problems is your goal for today. Good luck. I can't wait to see your math and also your final mystery picture. Good luck.